Hello, welcome to Anime Mystics. I'm Roman, and tonight I am watching the Seven Deadly Sins, episode 20. So I'm trying to get through these last 5 episodes pretty quickly. Seeing as how the second season starts this weekend, I want to have it done so I can start reacting to that. Instead of having to wait an extra week and watch 2 episodes. So, I don't know if I'm going to do them all tonight, or if I'm going to wait and do a couple today, and then do the rest either tomorrow or Friday. It's Wednesday right now, so that'll give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Last episode, we had a flashback dealing with King and Diane, how they met and their relationship. King has known her since she was little, basically. They were living in a cave. I guess Diane has always been alone, and King had lost his memories after being attacked by that holy knight. I can't remember his name. He's the one that wears the gold armor, borrows everybody's energy. I don't know. I don't know why I can't remember his name. He's been in the last, 4 or so episodes, something like that. But yeah, he went to go and check on his friend and a bunch of his people who were, I guess, were taking a while to come back from somewhere they went. And when he got there, they were all killed. And when he turned around, he got attacked by this holy knight. Fell down into basically like a little stream, river, and floated on down. What he didn't know was that his friend ended up killing that holy knight, and then basically taking his place. Changing his form to look like him, and then just going on like that. He's been on a mission to kill all the humans, since he hates them all now, which I don't blame him, but I mean, it's not all the humans' fault, just this guy. Let's see, he and Diane basically, they stayed together for years. It didn't seem like it was that long, but then when you start seeing that people that they have met, they're seeing their grandchildren and their grandchildren, it's like generations in people years. I mean, it's still the same for them, but I guess it's going by a lot faster, since it never really seems like it's that long to them. Because they ran into a guy on the road when Diane, well, I think it was, him and Diane ran into this guy on the road who gave them some supplies, and King was very suspicious of him because he was human. Then when Diane got sick, he needed to go get some medicine or herbs or anything he could find to help heal her, but she didn't want him to leave, and what looked like the same guy found them in the cave and gave them some herbs to help with the healing process. And when King brought up, that he thanks him for helping them and for giving them, like, some food, he said the other day, the guy was like, "What are you talking about? That was, he goes, no, that was my grandfather, I think it was," is what he said. The guy only recognized them, I guess, through descriptions that he was told about them. And I guess it's really hard to miss, because, I mean, one of them's a giant, and the other one's a fairy. So, yeah, it's not like you're going to run into that every day. And then when they run into a village, it's basically I think run by that guy's grandchild or son, and yeah, they're just not aging because they both look the same. Diane was still a little girl, but a giant little girl, and King was just looking normal, like he always does. Anyway, he ends up having to leave. After seeing the village get destroyed, he goes to find who did it, and he finds his friend disguised as the Holy Knight. But he reveals himself and tells him, basically that he's been killing humans for, I guess, generations. I don't know, hundreds of years. It's kind of hard to tell with the time difference between each member of this family they meet. But he's been going around killing humans for a long time. And King stops him, thinks he's killed him, walks off. He hits Diane with I think it was some kind of flower in the back of the neck that knocks her out, and he ends up going on his own. And I guess that caused her to forget who he was, because she doesn't remember any of this. Then they have the fight between King and his friend, who's I hope you don't expect me to remember his name after one episode. Or two, 1.5 maybe, because they did mention his name at the end of episode 18. But yeah, turn that on. They have their fight. Obviously, King wins. At the same time, he heals Diane and the two. Was it Hauser and Gila? He heals them because he has this barrier around them that's protecting them, but also healing their wounds. So Diane is basically fixed. She's just exhausted from her battle and being damaged so much. So she's out of commission right now. But yeah, he finishes him off. I think he takes the helmet because his friend told him that the helmet was for him. He bought it off of some human. When he goes to see how Diane is doing, she mentions the name that his friend was calling him. I think it was Harley Quinn. And she was talking about how the name sounded nostalgic, but he never brought up that was him. She should remember him from when she was little. She just seems to have forgotten that. Oh, I remember. King didn't really go off on his own. He was arrested because he was blamed for the murder of those humans that his friend killed. And then Meliodas found him, and that's when he joined the Seven Deadly Sins. But anyway, yeah, that's where it ended. No. It ended with Meliodas about to fight Hendrickson. I keep forgetting certain parts, and then right when I say, well, that's it, nope, I remember more. It ends with Meliodas about to fight Hendrickson. He's still fighting King Arthur. He's trying to get Arthur to use more of his magic ability, because he's not using all of it. But before that can happen, Meliodas shows up, and they're facing each other. And that is where it ends. So I'm expecting it to pick up right where it left off. We're basically finishing the series off soon, so they're going to be doing this battle for a while. Maybe not just with Meliodas, but I think Ban still has to fight somebody because he hasn't fought anybody yet. Gowther got defeated by that other guy. I can't remember his name. The Great Holy Knight. Diane Diane got beaten by them. So the only ones left are Meliodas, Ban, and King. The others are out of commission. For now, anyway. But to get this episode going, the video is going to be located over here. And the link to the reaction is going to be in the description down below. And we're going to start this episode. Let me check the volume. That should be fine. In 3, 2, 1.